going on YouTube? The Apophis here, and welcome back to my channel. Today's gameplay is a little domination on Yemen with the MSMC SMG. That's right, another submachine gun gameplay from the guy that keeps telling you he's not going to post any more submachine gun gameplay. Well, guess what, bitches? Bear with me. A couple more videos, and there won't be any more. I'm trying to use up all the footage I have on my hard drive so that I can get it off of there, but I don't want to get rid of these games at the same time. I want to use them because I took the time to play them. I took the time to record them, so I'm going to post them. That's kind of how this shit works. You got it? Good. All right. That being said, I'm looking for other classes to play with, so if you got some suggestions and you guys want to make me have a rough time and rage quit quite a bit, feel free to submit a class for me to use, and I will be more than happy to record a video using whatever fucked up equipment and gear that you give me. The only requirement to this is that it has a primary weapon. It can be whatever, but it has to be a primary weapon. And just let me advise you, I am no sniper, so if you're like, use the DSR or the ballista, I'm probably gonna get like 1 kill and go like 1 in 92, if not 1 in 100 plus. I fucking suck dick at sniping, but if you guys want to see my woes, feel free to suggest it. If you want to suggest a class, shoot me an inbox message on YouTube. That is the best way to get a hold of me for stuff like that. Alright, now that is totally not the point of today's commentary. Today's commentary actually stems from a tweet that I put out earlier. Earlier today I tweeted, tomorrow's video should be about finish the sentence. And I had a couple responses. I also stated in that tweet that if I chose your topic, I would give you a shout out. So that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to give justnslayer his credit for submitting his topic. And his topic was, what are your strengths and weaknesses in your favorite game type, or what don't you play? What game type don't I play? But before we get into the answer to that topic, justnslayer is also a YouTube commentator. There's an annotation on the screen right now that's going to link you over to his channel. And believe it or not, I actually do watch his content. So he is not only decent at commentating, he has very good commentator skills, but his gameplay is very fun to watch. He's very active. He's not going to camp. And he usually posts very high kill games. Not necessarily 100 pluses, but they're clearly action packed, and he's putting up at least 40, 50 plus kills a game. So head on over to his channel if you're interested in that type of stuff. He's clearly a better player than me, so if you think that my gameplay is okay, maybe his gameplay will impress you. So head on over, check out justnslayer, and huge thanks to you, man. Without you, this video wouldn't be being made, because I'm going through some crazy spout with writer's block, which I think is acceptable after 70 plus videos. You just kind of run out of shit to talk about, but I still want to bring you your daily content and be entertaining. So without you, man, this video wouldn't be happening. So thank you one last time, and I really appreciate you tweeting me back. Now, one last thing before we move into the answer, or into the topic that justnslayer tweeted me. If you want the opportunity for the shout out to submit a topic, make sure you follow me on Twitter, because I never know when I'm going to be asking for suggestions for videos. Some days I have a million ideas, other days I don't have any. So make sure you follow it on Twitter if you want to catch that one tweet and get your little shout out in, as well as have me talk about the topic you want to hear. Alright, let's move on into this topic now that I've wasted 3 minutes and some odd seconds of your life now. My strength and weaknesses, my favorite game type. My favorite game type, I hate to be boring and cookie cutter here, but it's got to be domination. And the biggest reason why domination is my favorite game type is the spawn system. I feel like you're not going to get panic spawned behind as much, whereas in like TDM, you kill a guy and all of a sudden he's fucking spawned right behind you and he gets the revenge kill. That doesn't happen so much in domination because you spawn based on what flag you own. So I feel like the spawn system is way more fair than it is in the other game types, and that's why I really enjoy playing Dom. On top of that, it's a longer game type, and for me, it takes me a few minutes to settle into a groove when I get into a game before I start to play well. It seems like every game I jump in, I feel the latency of my connection is different. I never have the same response times. It never takes me the same amount of bullets to kill. Like, I always have to feel out the latency of my connection to the host, and I can actually tell game to game how well my connection feels. So that's why I like Dom, because it gives me time to adjust to that. That being said, if I'm in a game where my connection is absolutely shit, I'm backing out of that because it ain't worth my effort. All right, but in a game that lasts for 10 minutes, you can kind of feel it out, and 9 times out of 10 the connection is playable. So I just have to adjust, you know, my game style or my play style to fit the connection that I have going on. Now, my strengths and weaknesses, man, I like to think that my strengths are flat out being a team player. Like, I love to run the UAVs, one, because they're easy to get, and two, because it helps everybody else out. I like to run counter UAVs because it helps everybody else out. Sentry guns are great, you know, put them on the B flag, protect it. I like to be able to be a team player, and I think that's one of my biggest strengths. I will set my KD aside for the win. Now, if everybody else on my team felt that way, then that would be fantastic. But not playing in a party, 9 times out of 10, everybody else in the game only gives a shit about their stats. So that would be my strength. My weakness would be, you know, in all honesty, I'm just not the world's greatest player. I wouldn't say that I'm horrible at COD, but I'm damn sure not good at COD at the same time. There are plenty of people out there that play this game 100 times better than I do. And kudos to them, man, because the level of competition that COD has in it is huge. People have been playing COD for years now. If you're a COD 4 veteran, you're good at this game. Like, it's rare you get into a spot where you're just shitting on people that suck. Everybody plays COD, and because of its popularity, the players are the competition is very stiff. So I guess my weakness is I'm just really not all that great. I don't have a lot of time to put into it, and even if I did, the days that I do have a lot of time to put into it, the game can't hold my attention that much. I can only play this game for 2 or 3 hours at a time, or like per day. Like, I just get burned out. I guess it's ADD, call it whatever you want, but I just can't sit there and play COD for endless hours. It drives me nuts. So maybe that's a weakness. I don't know. Take it how you will. And then I guess the second part of his topic is what game type don't I play, and that is a big fat search and destroy. And now I want to clear it up though. I don't not play search because of the no respawn thing. The no respawn thing doesn't bug me at all. But I've played like 3, maybe 4 games of search here in Black Ops 2, and it seems like every game I get in is just a snipe fest. And I hate playing against snipers. Mostly because I'm not a sniper, and I feel like some of the time that I get killed by snipers is a complete like cheap shot in luck. Like, I feel like a lot of the snipers lack skill. Like, this guy's shooting at me right now. How many shots did he shoot at me, and somehow I get killed after I was around the corner? That's what irritates me, and I feel like Search and Destroy is full of snipers. Aside from the sniper thing, what really bugs me about Search is the pacing of the game. If you follow me, you know that I'm not typically somebody that posts up in camps. And I think that kind of ties into the whole ADD thing. Like, if I find a spot to hang out in, it bugs me if I stay there super long, with the exception of this spot, and I'm only really here to protect B because we have it. Like, I can't sit there. It gets boring to me. It gets too repetitive to me. So Search and Destroy being a slower game type really just turns me off to playing it. I can't get into a groove with it. I don't mind the no respawn thing. And along with that no respawn thing, the one thing that bugs me about it is you can win a game by eliminating the entire enemy team. That's great, but that's not the objective in Search and Destroy. In Search and Destroy, the objective is to plant a bomb and blow the little box up. But 9 times out of 10, a Search and Destroy game ends when everybody's eliminated. And I don't feel like the game is built very structurally sound for what they intended. Like, I feel like when they thought of the game type, they intended you to go plant a bomb, blow up a location, and that's how you win. But they had to include the whole win by elimination thing because you don't respawn. Now, I don't like that. Like, I like games to stick true to their objective. Like Demolition, I don't mind one bit. Headquarters, I really enjoy Headquarters because it's a longer game type. And that's one of the big things I really like about Headquarters. I like to branch out and play different game types. I don't like getting stuck to playing just Domination. The reason why a lot of my footage is just Domination is because I spend a lot of the time playing with the woman of the house, and she prefers Domination due to the whole spawn issue. If you've noticed, the game types are changing on my channel. I'm playing a little more variety, and that's because I've been playing a lot alone while she's at work while I was on break there. So I like to play all different kinds of game types. Domination is definitely my strongest, and Search and Destroy is definitely my least favorite. So thanks one more time, Justin, for sending in that topic, and I hope that maybe some of my guys went over and checked your videos out. You definitely deserve it, man. You're a good commentator. So, all right, guys, if you like what you heard or saw, do me a huge favor, click the like button. If you guys want more of what you heard or saw, do me an even bigger favor, click the big yellow subscribe button. This time I'm going to charge you $9.95 a month, so you might want to go check out a different video and make sure you click it on that video, because on all my other videos, the subscribe button is free, so keep that in mind. Make sure you check them all to find out which ones you got to pay for and which ones you don't. Anyway, if you don't catch sarcasm, I'm sorry that you're lost right now. Alright, 2 videos on the screen you might have missed. The one on the left is really fucking awesome. The one on the right is 10 times as awesome as the one on the left, even though the one on the left is way more awesome than the one on the right. So keep that in mind when you click them. You're going to want to watch both of them. And as always, guys, follow me on Twitter, especially if you want to be able to be a part of my channel. Twitter is the best place to do it. And thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day, and stomp on a squirrel.